July turned out to be an impactful month for India's real estate sector, and this was not only because of the union budget and the various incentives announced for the sector. New supply as well as sales data indicate that demand for housing sector remained robust in July. This is a welcome break from a traditionally slow quarter during which the growth metrics usually get impacted due to the monsoon season. Hi, I'm Nikita, your host for this month's Realty Roundup. Coming to the launches. Eager to tap the ongoing demand for housing, major developers in the country have unveiled plans to launch new projects across India's leading housing markets between July and August. Some of these names include Sobha, Brigade, Prestige, Tata, Signature Global, etc. Due to the availability of land and infrastructure upgrades, developers are launching projects in key emerging areas. These include Electronic City and Sarjapur Road in Bengaluru, Manesar and Sona in Gurugram, Bhandup and Borivali in MMR, Kokapet in Hyderabad, and Wagholi and Hinjewadi Phase 2 in Pune. If we look at the configurations, majority of developers are planning to launch large homes spanning 3 BHK and more. At the same time, high-end properties seem to be the flavor of the season, with majority of launches being planned in the price bracket exceeding Rs 1.5 crore. Coming to the sales. Sales activity was stable during the month, with MMR, Pune, Hyderabad and NCR registering the majority of sales. In Mumbai alone, property registrations surged by over 19% in July 2024, reaching a total of 12,160 units. That's a substantial increase from the 10,221 registrations that were recorded in July of the previous year. This uptick highlights the growing demand and resilience of Mumbai's real estate sector, as more and more people invest in the city's dynamic property market.
Since the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad has seen major growth. This is reflected in sales, launches, and pricing as well. However, sales in the coming quarters might be impacted in this market because of the state government's decision to hike land values.
Coming to the pricing. Sustained demand for high-end properties has pushed the prices upwards, with all these 8 premium residential markets seeing growth of varying degrees. Delhi NCR stands out with an annual 49% surge, likely driven by infrastructure updates and high investor interest. Ahmedabad has also seen a 25% increase, indicating strong demand, while Chennai has followed closely with a 20% rise. Bangalore shows a modest 8% growth, reflecting a stable market. Hyderabad and Kolkata see moderate growth at 3% and 14% respectively, suggesting a steady expansion. The Mumbai metropolitan region and Pune both register solid increases of 19% and 14%, underscoring their positions as high-demand markets. Overall, these figures highlight the varied pace and dynamics of real estate growth across the country.
While price growth is indicative of a healthy demand and high investor interest, the spike in rates has really impacted housing affordability in the past half a decade. In a country that is home to the world's largest population, affordability remains crucial for a well-rounded growth of the sector.
Market Roundup. Speaking of affordability, home loan EMIs will remain stable as the Reserve Bank of India on August 8 decided to leave the repo rate unchanged for the 9th time in a row. The benefit of this move is expected to reflect in the property prices also, since the cost of borrowing would remain stable for the developers. This is going to work well for the economy in general and the sector in particular. On the other hand, the government in the union budget launched several policy measures that would incentivize housing demand. Some of the key announcements made in the budget include relaunching the urban component of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana along with the credit-linked subsidy scheme.
In her budget, the FM said that the government would urge states to revise stamp duty rates to make housing more affordable, especially for women. Now, stamp duty after GST is the biggest source of revenue for states. Due to that, most states continue to charge high rates of stamp duty in India. This is also the reason why most states are averse to the idea of lowering rates.
The good news is the states have already taken a cue. The Gujarat government, for example, is likely to announce a cut in stamp duty in the coming months. In the past, states like Maharashtra, West Bengal, and Punjab have used tweaks in the stamp duty rates to boost housing markets. In the months to come, we might see more states announcing plans to rationalize stamp duty rates to make housing more affordable at a time when growing property values have become a matter of concern for home buyers. Meanwhile, the government's proposal to amend the long-term capital gains regime will now allow taxpayers to choose between a lower tax rate of 12.5% without indexation or a tax rate of 20% with indexation benefits for properties acquired on or before July 23, 2024. This change is expected to provide relief to consumers and sustain the high market momentum in the coming months.
The amendment, however, clarifies that for any property bought after July 23, 2024, the new rule will apply. This means that you will be taxed at a rate of 12.5% on long-term capital gains, and indexation benefits will no longer be available.
That is all for this month's Roundup. Stay tuned for more updates on the latest real estate trends. Thank you.